Hey guys, and today I'm gonna share tips with is perfect for you. Okay, so guys, this is a regular beginning of the day when I wake up. First I get ready, then having a breakfast is some kind of part of my day, and I don't really like having a breakfast in a fast drive, so I think this kind of mode when you can sit, relax, and you know how much time you are left with, you kind of can enjoy your breakfast. And today I wanted to share with you a few tips on starting an online business, which is kind of the simplest probably because you usually build it around your expertise. And a few tips I want to make it easier for you. So in general, the first one and probably the most important one, don't try to make a perfect product before you start selling it, because you may not know that this product is not really needed on the market, or people just don't need something like that, or either they just don't know they need it, or it takes a long time for them to accept the product. Second, test product. You actually build your website is the third one. You build the website in a very cheap way or probably in a free way. There are quite few websites that allow you to do so, starting from Tilda, ReadyMag, and many other platforms, even Wix, I think. Okay, you can have branding if you don't have like 12 or somehow $25 to pay for a month, then you can even use with their branding for free. And you will have a basic website, which is a start of your funnel probably, or maybe the other part like traffic or something like collaboration with bloggers, product placement. It will pump some traffic to your website, and you will see if the product is actually something that people need. Because if people do not buy the product, then there is no point in spending a lot of time, or like if you are going to do the course, there is no point in recording the course if there is no need of the product. I hope you guys understand. Then after you build your website, you start testing, you start improving, and try to act as soon as possible. Because if you try keeping like improving your product and improving, doing perfect design, you will never start. So basically you're starting with like quite poor design, and if you're embarrassed of your product, it's good. That's basically what most of the startups do, most of the entrepreneurs do. They are trying to test the market. Obviously, the analysis is something you should also do before starting a business. It doesn't matter if it's online or not online, business analysis is a must for both. But for online business, it's a little bit simpler because you can check on the internet almost everything you need. Then when you test the product and you already see the need of your product in the market, then you can try building the funnels, try to collaborate and to attract more traffic. And how you generate free traffic? If you don't have money to start and you can start kind of without big resources, you can start developing some of your blogs, and it doesn't matter if it's personal or if it's brand blog, let's say. You should choose one of the platforms. Don't try to develop all the platforms at a time. Obviously nowadays is a trend of multi-platform marketing, but you should start from one, otherwise you will be distracted a lot in the beginning. Later on you can develop anything you want. And with this platform, try to build some audience. And there are different techniques. I will not spend much of the time how to build your audience on Instagram or on Facebook or something like that. But you can try to but you should start working with bloggers that are about your size, even if they are very small, but they are very engaged. Even if it's 500 people or so, like there are multiple small bloggers, but obviously if you are working with bloggers or something like that, you should choose very specific audience. You should start building your email database immediately, because this is very important. You know, any platform can just shut down. You've seen Instagram having problems so many times, you never know what happens. But if you have your email database, you have your phone database, then it's much easier to approach people later on to sell your products. Then when you have already tested and stuff, you can start how you attract first customers. For example, you can give them a few free consultations. For sure, get your reviews. Publish them on the website or publish them on your social media. And then you can develop this audience with some free or very cheap product, and then you upsell kind of bigger product of yours. So basically, do not try to approach people with your kind of master course or biggest item that you have, or biggest consultancy product that you have. You should start from something small for people to test if you are good. And there is a very important thing that I actually share, another tip that I share during my courses is how to build your expertise around yourself, to show people that you are someone reliable and stuff, and that actually is very good for you. And one of the things that I mentioned is actually you should gather all the information, all the things whom you have been working with, your previous clients, different kinds of reviews, schools, different courses, certificates, and all the stuff that you've been thinking it's not actually needed. It actually is. So basically try to gather all this information and also publish it on your website if you are the person actually that is dealing with clients. This is super, super important. And before we move to the next tip, I would like to share who won the shout out for the comment on the previous video, and it's Jonas Meyer. I really love the comment. So guys, let's move to the other tips on online business, how to start it. The core tip, I think, is to build a community. It's not only about getting leads, it's about building community, because your first fans would be, or community members, they will be most kind of loyal. And I think this is a crucial thing that no one is thinking about when starting off selling businesses. On the other hand, when you are starting off pricing services and you want to reach faster income, then maybe, just maybe, you should think of as well as getting various pricing categories, starting from the smaller ones. I've spoke a bit about it already, that you should sell something smaller and then upsell. But in general, if you try to sell various categories of products, that would be very helpful for your clients to kind of decide which package they want. And you should remember that the VIP package is sometimes what you should have if your services allow to have it, because you don't know who comes to your website, you never know what services do they need. And also it's better to keep up to 3 products in the line, because if it's more, it's very hard for people to decide what they want, especially if it's online product and you're selling with packages. It's better to keep 3 products, three various packages of the product, so that people will not go overwhelmed with what you offer. And last but not least tip is to follow up. If you follow up with clients, it's kind of increases your sales. It's not even 5-10%, it's massive, because you should follow up not only one time, but you should follow up like multiple times to get your customers to acknowledge you. And basically there are different strategies on follow-up and different models on follow-up. You don't just call people and say, I just called to follow up. No, it doesn't work. You should actually propose something different, test market. When you have a salespeople in your team, you should tell them that the follow-up is actually a part of testing. You can check what is the product they need, what is being developed and stuff, and upgrade your product as well, which will really help you. And then on the other hand, when you actually start developing your product and following up, you build even stronger community, because people, maybe some of them will feel irritated, but in general, I don't think it's a problem. So once again, those all tips are mainly for online business or some business that are built around your somehow expertise. And remember, the core thing is just not to be stuck with developing and overdeveloping product. All the steps I mentioned are quite simple to accomplish and to achieve. You can build website, okay, if you never tried to do that, you can do it within a day. But the core thing is actually for you to be kind of very persuasive and to create something people need, instead of creating a product that was not tested at all. So raw product is something very crucial. You just sell the raw product and then you develop, upgrade and stuff, so that people would be more comfortable with that. Same with if you start courses, probably it's not worth your time of pre-recording everything, just doing more in a workshop and then testing, also understanding what are people needs. Same with consulting, but consulting is much easier because you're kind of doing it person to person, and it's much easier for you to understand and to change your offer when you talk to people. So basically just remember about those tips, and these tips can bring you profits, probably not immediately, but within, if you do approach in a correct way, you can get results quite fast. So guys, thank you for watching this video. See you next time, and don't forget to hit the like button, to subscribe to my channel if you are still not, and of course don't forget to click the ring bell so that you could receive all the notifications about the new videos. See ya!